Hey, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I always love getting messages from you after you've listened to an episode that maybe struck you in a certain way. And I have to admit, even, a year plus into doing this now, I'm always like, oh, wow, she listened to me. She enjoyed that. Like they actually, they actually like me and like what I have to say. So I'm really appreciative that you spend this time with me. So today I want to talk to you about something, somewhat of a purge, I guess. Okay. So here we are. If you're listening when this podcast was recorded and shows up on the podcast for you to listen to, this episode is being recorded in June of 2024. So we're hitting close to that midway mark in the year. And I think it's one of those times of year, like the beginning of the year, when I start thinking about purging. I start reviewing and kind of reflecting on what my goals are, where I am this year in accomplishing those goals, and making adjustments if I'm not quite where I plan to be or where I want to be, right? And so, one of the ways that I can sort of reevaluate, reflect on, and then reevaluate and adjust moving forward is by taking stock in what needs to be purged, right? And that's what I want to talk to you about. I talk with my clients about this. In fact, I'm going to meet with them in just about 20 minutes or so. And we're going to talk about this very subject, and I'm going to give them some strategies. And so I thought, let me just share some of these strategies with you guys. So here's the thing. While I was recently, again, sorting and trashing clothes, making donation piles, those kinds of things when I was in my closet, I thought about, and I often do this as I'm getting rid of things, I thought about how we hang on to things, and people too, actually, for far too long. We hang on to them beyond the time that they continue to serve us. And this is people and things again, okay? And I think one of the ways that women like us get stuck at this stage in life is that not only do we hang on to them beyond what they serve us, the time that they serve us, but we hang on to them for like a really long time beyond the time that those things serve us or those people serve us. And we do it to our own detriment. This can be dealing with our physical health, our weight, this can be our emotional health, our mental health, all around, okay? And one thing I know is that when I recognize that I'm doing that again, clearing out those things can make a big difference. So, like clearing out the clutter from your life can have a huge positive impact on your health, mental and physical. And so, one of the ways that we can kind of start to clear out that clutter, which will help give us make room for, if you will, like give us space in our physical environments and in our lives, in our mental, like in our mindset. One of the ways that we can clear out clutter is to clean up those untidy kinds of environments that cause a lot of stress for us, because that's holding us back. It's weighing us down. And studies have shown that when women in particular attend to those cluttered spaces, we can make a lot of headway because we are even more negatively impacted by clutter in our lives, again, figuratively and literally, than men are. In fact, one study that I have read, women who described their homes as more orderly had a lower level of cortisol than those who described their homes as cluttered. Like, isn't that crazy? Think about that. Like your office, your home office, your kitchen, your junk drawer, your family room, like your bedroom. If that space is cluttered, we will have higher levels of cortisol. Cortisol levels really impact us, right? And so in general, tidy environments have been linked to healthy choices, all right? And there are documented improvements in mental health, not just physical health, that are associated with decluttering spaces. And that can be spaces like decluttering spaces can help us have a better relationship. It can improve your focus. It can even lower incidence of asthma attacks and allergy attacks. It's been proven that decluttered spaces like relationships, and environment can help you to have an overall sense of well-being, an improved overall sense of well-being, and even higher self-esteem. And I know this like sounds like crazy, right? Like seriously, if I clean out my office and throw away the trash, I can have a better sense of well-being. Yeah, it's super interesting, but it is a fact. And the reality is too that you do not have to overhaul your entire life to reap the benefits of this decluttering kind of practice and strategy. You can start with the small junk, the small spaces like the junk drawer in your kitchen, your pantry, for example, your fridge, your car, your home office, just the desk in your home office or your literal office if you go to a corporate building or a school or wherever you might work. And that's why at the beginning of the year, around the new year time, and around this halfway mark in the year, I work with clients on a very particular activity and use a strategy. I use it in my own life to tackle doing some organizing so that I can really take advantage of the positive impact that I know decluttering life can have. So, at the beginning of the year, I tackled my closet and in particular my workout clothes because, new year, new you, right? I wanted to tackle a space that had something to do with my physical focus on my physical health this year. This week, I am tackling my home office and a couple of other small spaces. And that focus is connected to, in particular, my business and goals that I have for my business. Okay. So that kind of purging, you can kind of start small and then move on to other areas of life. All right. This is an ongoing kind of purge that we can do and decluttering that we can do in life, but it feels really, really good to have some space, some physical space in your environment a lot more orderly when you go in to do your work, or you go in to get dressed in the morning if you choose your closet, or you go into your kitchen and you pull out that junk drawer, and instead of it being like a mass of chaotic envelopes and pens and random paper clips, it's organized. Your mail, if you have mail in a certain drawer or like a mail container of some sort, start with that. So here's my assignment to you, okay? Pick a small space and try it this week, all right? Try decluttering, organizing a smaller space, and then in a few days or next week, tackle another area, physical space, maybe your car or your office, like I said. And then shoot me a message and let me know how it feels to, drive your car to work or wherever you're going, running errands, and it be clean and neat and not have water bottles all over it. Notice how it impacts your outlook, how it impacts your sense of peace, if it kind of tones down the chaos in your head. So that's the small activity that I want you to do. What I'm going to do for you, again, if you are listening to this the first week of June in 2024, I am going to help you with a very strategic kind of short-term 3-day jumpstart plan to declutter your metabolism. Give your metabolism sort of that revamping, if you will, right here mid-year. It is a 3-day plan. I give you a nutrition guide. I give you effective workouts. It's going to happen next week. You can sign up for it right now. I'm going to put the sign up link in the show notes under this episode. You can sign up now. We start next week on June 10th, Monday, June 10th. I'm going to give you a plan, like I said, that so you'll know exactly what to eat. It will have a day by day meal plan for you to follow. It's going to help you with energy. It's going to help you give your metabolism a jump start. It's going to help you de-bloat. It's going to help you drop, on average, women drop 3 to 6 pounds. I've even had a couple of women do this sort of a metabolism reset short group with me and lose 7 or 8 pounds. You're going to sleep better. In general, you're going to feel better. So we're going to declutter your metabolism in that way and give you a jump start mid-year. And it will be a jump start on longer term goals. It is not a solution. It is not an end all beat all, you're going to reach your goals kind of thing. This is a way for you to declutter what's going on physically with your body and help you to focus on longer term goals that you have. Check out the link to sign up in the show notes. That's all you have to do. I will send you straight to your email. You're going to get a daily email, or straight to your, inbox. You're going to get a daily email from me. I'm going to do live trainings. I'm going to support you. I'm going to coach you through, and I'm going to give you a ton of tips and strategies that are going to help you if you are committed to longer term goals. So sign up, do this with me, and you'll be amazed at how much better you can feel in such a short term. And if you do that and you're like, you know what? I'm actually going to be one of the people who takes this jumpstart and builds on that momentum and does something about making progress on my goals, you can go ahead and click the link now. If you want to talk to me, we can get on Zoom and have a conversation about how I can help you with a customized, individualized, long-term plan that will get you to the goals that you have, and you'll feel comfortable in your own skin this summer. So if you're ready to take the plunge, like, just go ahead and click the link and schedule a call with me. If you're one of those people going, hey, you know what? I want to check this out, Lori. Like, I've listened to your podcast. I've heard you talk about your 12-week plan. I'm listening to all these tips and strategies, and it's time for me to like check it out. Dip your toe in the water, do this 3-day plan with me, feel what it feels like to make a little bit of progress with this kind of a jump start. And then, hey, maybe you want to schedule a call then. I'll tell you that I am opening 15 spots in our 12-week metabolic resuscitation system program for the women who do this 3-day reset with me starting next week. They're going to have first dibs on 15 spots to get their long-term goals done. Like, finally kick the waiting and the wishing and the desires to the curb and actually achieve what they want to achieve. This is the perfect time for you to do it. And I'll let you in on a little secret. If you're listening to the podcast, I haven't told anybody this yet. The women who sign up for the 3-day metabolic reset, they do this little body declutter, and they decide to go for it with their goals and finally put themselves at the top of that list. I'm going to give them 2 free weeks. So the 12-week, it's going to be a summer special that I'm doing for the women in that 3-day reset. Sign up for the 12-week MRS program, and you're going to actually get 14 weeks, 2 weeks added on for free. So if you plan on taking a vacation for a week this summer, you don't need to wait. You're not going to like waste that week of time while working with me. You've got 2 weeks built in. So you've got extra time for lake days, a vacation, weekends in the sun and fun this summer. I have never done this before, and I may never do it again, quite frankly, because I'm giving 2 full weeks of coaching and strategy and all the support away. So now is your time, especially if you've been thinking about doing this. Go to the episode show notes, click on it, sign up for the 3-day reset with me, do this next week, and go ahead and book a call, and let's chat about getting you on your way to those long-term goals. You'll never, ever regret it. Hey, thanks for being here with me today, and I'll see you right back here next time.